Alright, what's going on, people? So today's topic is motorcycle racism. Now, what do I mean by motorcycle racism? Well, what I mean is the fight between sport bike riders, Harley riders, or cruiser riders in general. That kind of thing. And we're going to be taking a sweet ride through a little canyon right here by my house, Turnbull Canyon. For any of you guys that may know it, motorcycle racism. Why does it exist? I have been trying to answer that question myself since I started riding, and I haven't been able to come up with an answer. See, we all have different styles, we all have different tastes, we all have different ideas about motorcycling and what it should be. And I'm just going to take this canyon kind of cruising speed so I can talk to you guys, give you guys a little bit of a different view for once. But yeah, you know, we all have different spirits and stuff like that. I mean, you all know I had the Ninja, and goddamn if I didn't love that bike. I fell in love with that thing from day one. I loved the handling, I loved the looks, I loved the power, I loved everything about that bike. And to be honest with you, when I got that bike, I never imagined, holy shit, that was not good. I never imagined that I myself would end up on a cruiser, but I did. And you know what? It might be one of the best decisions I ever made. Now granted, I do miss my Ninja, and I miss being able to tear up this canyon in particular. I used to come up here almost every day on the Ninja. Get fucking knee down and everything. Well, almost knee down. But, you know, I'll be damned if obviously I can't go as fast on this bike. It's a lot lower. But it's still fun as hell, you know. You can enjoy these kinds of roads. And just as much, you know. Granted, you're not going as fast, you're not leaning as much, but you can still enjoy them. So I don't really understand. Like, I don't have a hatred for sport bikes. I don't have a hatred for supermotos. I don't have a hatred for scooters, even though I would never ride one. You know, if you want to get out and get on a scooter and go ride, you know, more power to you. But I don't get the hatred between everybody. You know, we're all out on two wheels. We're all taking the same risks every day. Every day we get out. You know, it's all the same no matter what you ride. Now, like I said, I'm just cruising right now. I'm not really pushing anything. But yeah, you know, there'll be, it'll happen time and time again where I'll be on the freeway, on the street, whatever, and I'll pass by some guy on an R6 or a Ninja or something, and I'll give him the old motorcycle wave, you know, like, what's up? And he couldn't give two shits. You know, I don't get a wave back, I don't get nothing. And it really makes me feel like shit. But then 10 seconds later, a Harley rider will come down and give me the wave, no problem. Like, yeah, right, what's up, brother? You know, fucking enjoy that shit, tear it up. And I just don't get it. I don't get why. What's the difference to everybody? Why? Why the hatred? Why do you have to be so much of a dick to anybody that rides something different than you. I just don't get it. I never will either. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, even though I know it's not. So I went riding the other day with my friends. We went up PCH. We went to this little restaurant called Neptune's Net, if you guys have ever heard of it. If you've ever seen Fast and the Furious, the part where Paul Walker, may he rest in peace, and Vin Diesel are eating at the restaurant, eating the shrimp and stuff, that's the restaurant that we went to. It's a good ride. It's about 50 miles or so from my house, but it's still a good ride, you know. It was a nice day. It was nice and cool, and we were all just out there to have fun. Unfortunately, we went to go tear up Mulholland Highway afterward, and my buddy that has the same bike as me, the Iron, and I were tearing up, holy shit, we're tearing up the canyon as much as we could on these bikes. You know, I was dragging pegs and everything, and we got about probably 12 miles in. Holy shit, you see this shit right here? What the fuck? It's like a bunch of wet concrete just all over the fucking road. Anyway, so we get probably about 12-13 miles in, and we come to this stop sign that's you have to make a left to keep going on Mulholland Highway. And I'm just gonna stop the story for a second. This right here, this is what we call the gates of hell. Look it up on Google. Just Google in Gates of Hell, Turnbull Canyon, or Gates of Hell, Whittier, California, whatever. And you'll pull up a bunch of stories and videos about this fucking place right here. And you can see it's all fenced off. There's this chain link fence right here didn't used to be here. It used to just be that fence, if you can see it in the back, that black fence. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it here. So there's a lot of different stories, but the main story is that this is a road up to nowhere, and it kind of just dead ends right there. And some people have claimed that they see, you know, fucking wolves in there and shit, and there's cameras and stuff in there too somewhere. There's like floodlights on the place. One guy actually went up in there. I'm gonna take off right now. One guy actually went up in there and he found, like, I don't want to say ruins, but that kind of thing-ish up there. It's creepy shit. But anyway, like I was saying, my friend and I made it to that stop sign up there, and we had noticed that the rest of the guys weren't with us, and they hadn't been for a while. And so we decided to wait right there at the stop sign and see if they would eventually come up, because we were riding with a new-ish rider, and that was his first long trip, and he had never done like canyons before or anything. So we decided to wait right there. We figured, oh, they slowed down for him and they're just kind of taking their time. About 5 to 10 minutes later, we were like, well, fuck, these guys aren't fucking coming, you know. So we hopped back on our bikes, headed back the same way that we came. Got about 5 miles back in the other direction, and I was like, you know, because I figured that we would kind of meet up in the middle, like that they would be going kind of slow, so we would meet up with them and just bust a bitch and then keep riding with them. But like I said, about 5 miles in, we didn't catch up with them. We hadn't caught up with them yet, and I was starting to get worried. I was like, shit, like, I hope nobody went down, you know, because we had just come off of PCH and we came in tires cold. Let's get a little bit lost here. Our tires were cold and everything, so I was like, fuck, I hope nothing happened, dude. And so we get down to this one spot where it's a big straightaway and it curves to the left a little bit. And we come up to the guys, and they're all just sitting right there on the. There's like a little dirt ditch, not a ditch, but like it's dirt on the side of the road. It's like a little tiny hill, and they're all just sitting there. And I was like, "Fuck!" But a couple of guys were missing. I figured, oh, you know, they ran out of gas and had to go back and get some real quick. And we pull up, and then one of the guys, and I'll post a picture. One of the guys had gone down hard and completely fucked his bike up. And I was like, holy shit, dude. And you can see in the picture, like, it's just completely fucked. Alright, where the hell am I? Should I go up or down? Up. Fuck it. Yeah, so we pull up, and, you know, of course I asked the guy, like, are you okay? You know, like, are you hurt at all? You know, did you break anything or whatever? He's like, no, I'm fine. You know, he got up and he was walking around. Turns out that the other two had gone back down to PCH so they could get some service. And they called a tow truck to come pick him up, or pick up his bike. It was a shit show, man. So we ended up waiting there for probably an hour and a half for the tow truck to come. Took his bike, and then we all went home. Come to find out, about 5 hours later, I was like, you know, I asked one of my friends, I was like, do you ever get a hold of him? Like, what happened? Did he get a ride or what? He's like, no, he never got a ride. So this is about 8:30 at night that this dude is still waiting out in Malibu for somebody to come and pick him up. Because we had all thought that the tow truck was going to take him home. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, that fucking sucks. What a shitty day for that guy. His name's Sean, by the way. But, god damn, you know, it was a shitty day. I mean, the ride out was good, the food was good, the beginning of Mulholland was good, but just after that, it just fucking sucked. It was a shitty day for everyone after that. I'm not really getting lost here. I'm just kind of, I never really come on these back roads, so they're kind of fun. If I'm right, this will loop back around to where I was originally. But yeah, so, you know, it's always shitty when something like that happens. I'll go straight. But, you know, hopefully he'll come out of it okay. The guy's an ex-airman from the Air Force, you know, so, you know, he'll be fine, and he has a car and stuff, so he'll still be able to get around. It's just, it brought back all the pain from my accident with the Ninja. It just brought it all right back. Yeah, see, this is going to loop around where I came in before. Today's actually a nice day to ride. It's pretty beautiful out here. It's not too hot. It's probably about 80 degrees. But, feels good. Anyway, so, yeah. Keep an eye out. I might be posting a roughly edited together video of that day, the ride out there on PCH and stuff, so I might be putting that up, so keep an eye out for that. And then until next time, I'll see you guys later.